Hey Terp fans, it's Mr. Smiley here with another Terps Win B1G War Recap. As you can see from there, we had an unusually competitive random matchup here with the New York Mets, and these guys were legit. This was a barn burner that went down to the final second. Gat ended up getting a nice 3-star on Town Hall 9, and we ended up getting a couple. I got a nice 3-star on a Town Hall 10 that'll show UTF, PsychoKiller. These guys had us sweating. So good job, Mets. You guys were legit. You know, hopefully we can do it again sometime. So here I want to go to my first attack. I'm really pretty excited about this one. This is the kind of the culmination of a lot of different influences and things that went into this attack. So once I get the Telestrator thing working. Let's see. Yep, where to go? Ah, there we go. All right, let's go ahead and get a nice Valky color here. Nice orange here. So this is a Valkgasm attack, which is basically just our brand name for Queen Walk followed by Giants and Valk. But I decided to mix it up a little bit here. I've been rocking the Quadquake Valkgasm that we know and love on the box bases, but these guys were using different style of base that has compartments in the middle and has these annoying little shallow compartments all along the outside, and then the air defenses that are in the inside that make it really hard to do a standard queen walk like you would with a box base where you're just using the queen walk for funneling. So for this one, I remember that Mocha Boy on the Reddit Force Chronicles videos showed a variation that instead of using the quad quake, you can use the two jumps here. And so I have the two jumps here, and you could put a jump here and a jump here. Oh, actually a little bit down here, and that basically is going to open up. Let's clean this. All right. So let's look at this. Sorry about this. All right. So we're going to have one jump right here, and we're going to have one jump right here. And as you can see, what that does is that makes all of this area here accessible for my Giants and Valkyrie and King and Wizards to come through here, and there's a huge area in here that they can come at. So I got that from the Reddit Force Chronicles. I watched PsychoKiller on his. He had a bunch of nice attacks that were really Valk heavy. We've been watching a lot of these mass Valk victory videos, and so I decided that I was going to try a cold-blooded, which is one golem here in the clan castle, and keep it really heavy with the Valkyrie that they would chop stuff up. As you can see, let's clear this again. As you can see, we have one multi-inferno over by the Archer Queen, and we have a single inferno over on the other side. So you have the multi over here and the single over here. So normally you like to carry some rages with here. I decided that I could put one freeze over here that would capture the queen and this multi and allow my kill squad to come in here. And then this single inferno here would probably get a couple of maybe a Valkyrie or a giant, or I ended up popping the Burger King's ability early, which I had planned on to create a whole bunch of these barbs out here that would distract this single to get through here. And so for the queen walk, I'm going to start the queen walk up here. I have to drop a wizard over here to clear a little bit out here, and then have the queen come in here. And then I had two hogs, and then I accidentally only dropped one, and that worked out okay. I was going to keep the second one just in case. So the queen's taking out this row here. This air defense still isn't able to get her healers, so I'm okay. I'm going to drop the hog in here as a lure, and I got that from. I don't do a lot of Laloon videos, but I ended up just watching, trying to get ideas for attacks. Watching a whole lot of One Hive Town Hall 10, Archer Queen Walk, Laloon videos, and what they do is they clear out, this row of defenses, get the queen a little bit closer, and then you drop a hog, and that'll go inside here, which is within the range of the clan castle. And then we figured there'd probably be either a hound or a dragloon, or no, I'm sorry, this was a cleanup attack, so we knew there was a dragloon here. So I put dropped a couple of poisons here just to slow it down, get the loons a little bit behind the dragon so that I could meet the dragon first with the queen. It's under the poison, so I can pick off the dragon first, hopefully, and then the loons will trail a little bit behind it, and I can just kind of shoot them down one at a time, like you're at a carnival kind of shooting game. Anyway, so that's the plan there. I have a heal as my Valkyrie go into the core. I figured they take some damage here. Pop the freeze on the multi, heal them up, and then since there's a single here, great. Let's go ahead and reload this. Sorry about that, guys. Let's go back to where we were. So on the back end, I do have, let's see. Let's go back there. Fortunately, the telestrator does not keep you live. So as I said here, I have 2 heals in the core. Let's go ahead and just watch the attack. So we got the queen walk going. She's destroying a couple of spaces there, taking out the shallow rows of defense that's going to prevent the lure. And then the wizard's going to make sure she doesn't go over to the east. Drop in 1 hog. He goes into that sweeper. I had a second hog just in case. Probably should have dropped both just to make sure. But there we go with the trail of poison that slows down that dragloon a little bit. Dragon's going to go in front. Archer Queen's going to start taking him out. I let the queen get down a little bit further than I had thought, so a little bit risky there. Drop the golem there, a couple whistles behind him, a couple giants on either side, just so I can create that nice wide funnel for my Valkyrie, so they don't do the premature victory lap. There I dropped a couple of wall breakers just to get him into that compartment. That allows me to drop a jump to get all the way into that core. You see the big army of Valkyrie, have a dozen Valkyries there. Drop the freeze, the Valkyrie and the king are just going to start going in there. Pop the king's fist. Just make sure that there are lots of barbs in front of that single inferno. And there I'm going to drop the second jump just so everything can get out of the core and I don't have to worry about the Valkyrie targeting something and going somewhere where I don't want. My goal here is to protect my queen. I have to take out those air defenses that are all on the inside. So if my team there doesn't get everything, that's fine, but they need to take out the air defenses. And there with that spare hog, I ended up getting high value, taking out the archer tower and a little bit of another archer tower before he goes down. That was just kind of a happy accident. I did forget to leave a couple of whistles for the cleanup. I had intended to drop them over here on this east side to help with the cleanup, but then it turned out that I didn't really need that. I think I ended up having about 30 seconds to spare. And as you can see, there's, the Valkyrie did a really nice job. They ended up surviving a lot longer than I thought there would. There was a whole mess of Valkyrie here at the end to help with the cleanup, like 6 or 7 of them. So this is definitely something that I'm going to be looking to do, especially against the single infernos where you don't want a whole lot of golems and bases that traditionally I've just been 2-starring with a mass golem because there are too many compartments on the inside. Now now that I have some confidence with this double jump, and some credit goes to the Mets here for forcing my hand and forcing a 3-star. Because if I hadn't gotten that 3-star along with everybody else and who got a bunch of solid attacks, we would have ended up losing the tiebreaker because they had more total damage than we did. So let's go ahead and let's watch the second attack. It's a GoHoVa. This base, again, this is not one that maybe you would think, hey, do I need 2 jumps here and have surgical hogs for my Valkyrie? But then if you start looking at looking a little bit closer, you can see that if we pop a jump, right here, that gets you access to this entire core. So it's all about identifying the most value you can get out of your jump spell. And so you can get access to those crossbows. You can get access. That queen will just suck your Valkyrie right in there. They love going after heroes. You'll probably be able to kill the king there. Any clan castle troops that are coming in there. So UVA Rob's going to start his kill squad over here. I think it might have been a cleanup, or maybe he had just dropped a giant here for maybe he thought he could get a lure there, but there ended up being a Tesla here, so he couldn't get the lure. So he ended up having to go in with his kill squad, and then you drop a heal here, and the Valkyrie are going to, and some poisons, and the Valkyrie are going to be protected. And then if you see this, again, there's this area around here that all these little compartments, but all these defenses are really packed tightly close together, and so that's gonna make it easy work for his hogs. And so once he gets that kill squad in there, he's just gonna send a big mess of hogs through here. Does a really nice job with his heal spells and just destroys the base. So this isn't a bad base. Good walls, good heroes, not a bad design, and just good identification of where to drop that jump. Talking through it with your clan mates in chat, and then just really good execution by Rob. So you've got the two golems there. Spread the whistles, 4 on each side. Maybe you only got 3 on the one side, but create a nice wide funnel there, so the Valkyrie have nowhere else to go other than the middle. It's gonna pop the jump. Heroes helping out. Let the golem go in a little bit. Try to kill any spring traps that might send one of your ladies flying. Drop an early heal. That's another one of the keys. Make sure your Valkyrie don't all bunch together and disappear to the splash damage from a Dragloon or a dragon in the clan castle. Dragon's gonna get poisoned, not really doing much to anybody under that heal, and goes down. There he's got the golem, he's got his heroes, got some Valkyrie into the core, popping bombs, exposing Tesla, and then the hogs just running around the base from the south, destroying defenses. There we go. Got a Valkyrie, somehow made it all the way on the outside, and it's just going to help clean up. I think maybe he accidentally forgot to drop one of his Valkyrie, and it's the new rage cleanup Valk. And there we go. All the defenses go down. The last couple, there's still that Tesla. So he's got 8 or 9 hogs running out to that Tesla, and at this point, it's just clean up. So great job, Rob. Clutch high hit here on D on toast. Really nice attack, and we needed every star we could get with these guys. So good job, Rob. And for the last one, like I said, with the Town Hall 10 attack that I had, PsychoKiller on his 2 accounts had 3 or 4 really nice kind of cold-blooded mass Valkyrie attacks. This one I thought was exceptionally well executed and innovative. As you can see here, we're gonna have 2 jumps. We're gonna have hogs that he's gonna release in a surgical fashion, and then he's gonna use 6 minion up here for because he recognizes there's this archer tower here, which is pretty far back, and everything else here, you got your cannons, you got your mortar, and the wizard towers don't really have that far a range. That unless a Tesla pops up here, you're going to be able to create a nice wide funnel for your Valkyrie just using minions. You can get basically it takes half the space of wizards, so you can get twice the bang for your buck. And then he's just going to send the Valkyrie in through the middle of the base. He's going to have I think he pops 1 jump here and then another jump there, and then the hogs he's just going to send in from the side in a surgical fashion, so he doesn't have to worry about all those bomb spaces, and they're just there to let his Valkyrie do their job with 10 Valkyrie. Usually the weakness for a Valkyrie is that they get stuck behind walls and you need the hogs to clear out anything that's beyond the walls. When you get enough Valkyrie, they can just buzzsaw through the interior walls, even though these are pretty solid walls. So let's go ahead and let's watch this attack. This was a really, really impressive attack. So kind of makes the rest of us step up our game when you see something like this, like a cold-blooded 2-jump surgical HOVA. Really, really fantastic job, Psycho. And also, as you can see, it's PsychoKiller against PsychoChiller. A little bit of a name right vengeance play type dealio. So you got the minions down, adds a couple of whistles. There's going to drop his royals. Got a nice jump drop there. Probably could have gotten. You don't want to get too greedy. So the Valkyrie are going to start running out, but because he's done such a nice job with that funnel and making it wide, they come right back in. They're going to clear out that little chamber. Going to go into the town hall chamber and just start popping buildings. And when you get this many Valkyrie there, they're not going to get distracted by the pups, and they're just going to just start leveling stuff. It's got that second jump over the middle of the base. It gives him access to so many different buildings there. And his hogs, there you see him pop because they're released surgical. You only have you only lose 1 or 2 to the double giant bombs. There he manages to overlap the Valkyrie pack with some hogs and get them both in the heal, so they're healed up nice and strong. And there they're just busting through walls, tearing down defenses. Loses a couple hogs to the spring traps, but that's alright because he still has a whole mess of Valkyrie. He's got his queen up. He's got a couple of cleanup troops going through the base. And still has 1 hog to help with cleanup, but at this point, this base got gutted. It got. So awesome job, PsychoKiller, just providing us with some really, really nice creative attacks here. More Valkyrie, the better. Let's go ahead and watch them run around destroying the things, or we pop some bombs for no reason. So awesome job, guys. Thanks again to the New York Mets for giving us a really tight, exciting war. We usually don't get those from our random matchups, but you guys were pretty awesome. So until next time, let's go Terps.